How's it going, everybody? I'm Driftwood. This is a first impressions video on Asylum Secret of Caledria. This is by NeoSoulGamer. And one thing I noticed is the whole project is only 60 megabytes, a little bit under 60 megabytes in size, which is extremely small for an MV game. Even a default project will come out to like almost 200 or 300 or something like that. So I like the fact that the files have been excluded to only include the files that's needed, and it's also resolution has been changed a little bit. I can see that the aspect ratio fits really nice on a 16:9. Not completely feeling it, but that looks pretty good how it is with the very, very slim bars on the side. Taking a look at the background art, it looks beautiful. I am a fan. What appears to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16:32 size sprites. This size of sprite looks really nice. They're like not so much chibi. You know, when you have twice the length on your y-axis as you do for your x-axis, it looks like, you know, about right to me. I never really liked 32:48 because it looks too chibi and scrunched up. So this pixel size for sprites, if this is the rest of them, I'm gonna really like that. The title screen looks beautiful. The tile set that's being used looks great. I like the font in it because it's easy to read, and it looks like that old school SNES kind of style. So let's jump into it. Options, always dash on, keyboard config. Let's see if we can set up WASD movement. Awesome. Battle hints, I don't know, let's turn them on. 460 FPS, we'll leave that on. New game. This is a tutorial message. Tutorial messages will appear as new game mechanics are introduced. It is recommended that you see and or configure your controls if you haven't done so already. Do you wish to do that now? No, because I already have. These settings can be changed in the options menu, which can be accessed from the main menu during gameplay. That was pretty clean little tutorial. NeoSoulGamer presents. It's always good to do that. A little bit of splash screen, even though you expect the person to review to say who's making it. Just as a safety precaution, put your name in there, you know, or your company. Story and game development by NeoSoulGamer. Graphics to Spain, Luis Zuno, Simon Soul, Inner Brain. Lots of plugins. I'm not going to go ahead and read all those, but you can see those. Mapping by Neo and one other person. Luis Su. Asylum Secret of Caledria. Cool. I like how you've got multiple levels of parallax scrolling in here. Very, very nice. That's done very well. You can see you've got the sky in the very background, then the mountains, then the trees, and then the actual event layer, you know, the ground layer. Battle of Oland, year 134 AC. So this seems to be like, you know, very, very early, medieval-esque, I mean. So Zydric, oh, that's cool how you're using this. You're using an image right here. This is probably on the icon set, actually. It's probably been resized to fit on the icon set. So I like how you did that. That's a great idea. This seems to have been offset. A lot of modifications from a default project have gone into this. It's very evident to see. This is a custom rain effect, I think. This does not look like the built-in the MV engine's weather system. But I like the fact that there is a weather system. His men won't last long at this rate. They haven't had enough time to recover from our first attack. Osborn, has the formation been set up? Yes. We have men on their flanks just outside the woods. Should I give the signal to attack? No. I don't want to massacre. We just need to push them back into Oland for now. But, Sir Zydric, Emperor Raphael gave us orders to wipe out the enemy. I'll deal with Emperor Raphael when we get back to Westwind. For now, your orders are to push the enemy back. Don't let anyone escape. Yes, sir. Osmond, on me! We're going to take Karyn head on. Take on the commander? That's right. His men are tired and outnumbered. Without Karyn to lead, they'll surrender. We can end this quickly with minimal bloodshed. Don't worry. I wouldn't bring you into the fray unless I was sure you could hold your own. I'm fine. It's fine. I'm ready. That's more like it. All you have to do is make sure you don't get killed. Let's make this quick. Alright, Osborn. I see a few of Kane's troops that we need to take out first. Do you see them? I feel like this battle could have a little more impact if there were some sound effects. Not looping ones that go cling, 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 cling over and over, but at least a couple of manually placed, like, cling, you know, just manually place them throughout the scene. You know, not a looping effect, though. I see them, yeah. Good. Now stay close and keep your guard up. We have control. New quest, end the Battle of Olin. We still don't have control. Tutorial. Your quest log was updated. The quest log tracks your progress throughout the game. If you forget your next objective at any point during gameplay, refer to the quest log. The fact that you're contrasting this with a grayscale and you're stopping all of the events is very well done. You put focus right where you want it. The quest log is located on your main menu. Press cancel button to access it while you have control of your character. You will now have control of Zedric. You can use either the directional buttons or your mouse to move throughout the map. With your mouse, you can point and click in the location you wish to move to. Use the OK button to interact with characters while standing next to them. You can also do the same by clicking on a character with your mouse. This will automatically determine a path to approach the character and interact. So you're putting in like a foolproof, in case you know, somebody's never played MV games or RPG Maker games, you're giving them the heads up, which is okay. I like the menu. I like how it's set up on the right-hand side. It's where it should be. Blaze Stone enables the use of fire elemental spells. Let's look at our techniques. We have Strike Through. The icon set looks super nice. I like that you're including the icons inside of the description of weapons and skills and items. That's always a good touch. Target one enemy, debuffs target's speed for 3 turns. You're even color coding things. Really well done. Level 1, Fire Elemental. Targets a single enemy. Proficiency 0. I don't know what that does yet, but we'll find out if it levels up as you use it, or as you level up yourself, or standard military issued sword. Weapon, ring, and 2 accessories. Very, very simple. Easy to understand. I kind of would think that you would have like 1 body armor slot. I kind of find that a little odd that there's no like armor slot, but 4 things is good enough. Weapon, ring, accessories. Yanfly's status core. All of the numbers seem to have been minimized, which I'm a huge fan of. If you can balance small numbers, oh, I love it. This looks to be like some custom party menu. It really looks like, I can't say. I don't know what this is, probably a plugin or a custom made one. I haven't seen it before. If you know what the plugin this is, put it in the comments, please. Really cool little party system. Maybe it's a variation of Yanfly's party system. It kind of does have a lot of Yanfly-esque features to it, but it also has something different to it. Quest log. This is not Gamius. This is a different quest log. Current completed failed. Main quest. Oh, we can select quests to have like active quests. That's cool. In the Battle of Olin, defeat Kane and his army. Objectives: defeat the first troop, defeat the second troop, defeat Kane. So I like how you're actually giving information on what you have to do to end the battle. That's good. I mean, the basic details say defeat Kane and his army, but you're splitting it up, which is nice. Really cool quest menu. I really like that. I want to do something like that. That is really cool. You already looked at the options. Can we save it? Thank you for making that work. 10 save files seems more than enough. Once again, I like the icon set and the sprites. Do we have a row system? We don't appear to have a row system, which I'm fine with. Want to look around a little bit. We shouldn't approach Kane until we finish off the enemy troops. Okay. So apparently you're checking the X location on the map, right? And if any point you go up too far, or on the Y location, I mean, it's going to push you back down. That's an easy way to do it so you don't have to spam events, but you might have done it with a spam event. These are our guys, right? So then we have to take on these guys. What about this? Okay, yeah, the ones that are just standing around. What's our battle system look like? Battle hints are currently turned off. I thought I turned them on though. These hints can help explain the mechanics of the battle system with messages that are displayed each turn as you battle. Would you like to keep the battle hints turned off? No, I want to turn them on. You should probably rephrase that so that it's like, would you like to turn the battles something something on? You know, just reverse the way it's worded. Battle hints can be toggled on and off by accessing your options from, because you always want to lean towards the player saying yes. I don't, but you never really know. Okay, this is cool. It reminds me of like a HemiWorks plugin that would that had like this spinny wheel. I think SRD was messing around with something like this too, but HemiWorks did it like a year ago. So we have charge, focus, item, spells, skills, attack. Not sure what charge and focus, but the fact that this is blue and this is yellow, and our HP is blue and our SP is yellow, makes me think that charge will give us HP, focus will give us MP, no, SP. That's a very interesting layout to where you have MP as just a static number with no gauge. Also, the low numbers are nice. Okay, let's take a look at attacking here. So it seems to be some sort of conditional turn battle system. I'm not sure yet, but we'll find out. Also, it looks like we're using some sort of targeting core plugin. It doesn't appear to be Yanfly's, or if it is, it's been modified heavily because it's not above the top, it's to the side a little bit, so the alignment and the icons have been changed. Looks really nice. And there are action sequencing. Okay, these guys are super weak. Defeat the first troop. We got one objective completed. Looks like you found a holy stone. Don't forget to equip it. Would you like to read a tutorial on godstones and nexus points? What the heck is that? Yes. Godstones are magical gems that can grant anyone the ability to cast various spells. They will only grant basic spells once equipped. However, the longer a godstone is equipped, the more spells you will acquire from them. New spells, so it's like Espers. That is a really cool system. New spells are acquired by earning specific amounts of Nexus points, NP, from enemies. Once enough NP is accumulated, the party member can then cast the acquired spell without the need of the Godstone. It's exactly like Espers from Final Fantasy VI, which I, for one, love that game and love that system. Let's equip... Ring? No. Equip Oz? Okay, Oswin. Holy Stone enables the use of holy spells. No stat changes, but it does give us... Whoa, we can scroll through. Wow, that is super cool, man. This is just as totally like Espers. Very awesome, man. I'm so hyped for this game right now. Heal, Litany, and Rejuvenate. So I kind of think Oswin's going to be our main character since we can't, you know, can't do anything with Zydric. So I think he's probably like our guide, and then we're going to end up controlling Oswin. Could be wrong, but that's the way it appears, just from what I can tell. So we got this guy to deal with. I like that engage battle, this little swirl effect that starts the battle. I think SRD has a plugin that does that. Maybe some other programmers also have that. Let's take a look at Strike Through. Targets one enemy and debuffs his speed. Very, very basic action sequencing. Double Thrust. Cool. Beat the next objective, so... Looks like they were carrying a small life stone. Good, we may need it for our next battle. Would you like to read a tutorial on using items? This whole sequence is a tutorial sequence, but it's on more of like, oh man, it's really good. In battle, items can be used to restore HP, MP, and SP. Choose the item command in battle to use what you have in inventory. You can also use some of your items outside of battle. Access your items menu from the main menu. Okay. Well, I don't think we need to use it yet. If we need it in battle, we'll take a look at it. So that's our basic potion. Soldiers, this is the last line of defense. If we don't stop them here, everything we've worked for will be for nothing. Fight for your freedom! Okay. We get our SP back. Strike through. Bam. Double thrust. Okay. Spells. Let's try Ignite. He's weak to fire. I think an attack will finish him. Got him. Quest completed in the Battle of Oland. You're outnumbered, Karyn. Surrender now and there won't be any more bloodshed. You know I can't do that. Can't you see that it's over? There's no point in continuing the fight. Surrender! Now! The battle won't be over unless we all fall. The women and children too. What do you mean? You think I took Oland? You think our army has dwindled to the numbers you see now? Clearly you don't understand what's going on here. The men you're fighting, they're not my men. I don't raise any army here. These people have all defected from the Empire because of Emperor Raphael. There was no siege prior to your arrival. We united to fight for a common goal. I was simply asked to lead these people because they've embraced my specific vision for a better world. But how? How did you gain such a following? Are you so blind by your sense of duty that you can't see the dissension among your own people? Emperor Raphael is a tyrant. He monopolizes our natural resources and tries to control what we earn for ourselves. You call this government? We call this oppression. He lied. He lied right to my face. He told you that Oland was under siege, didn't he? That was obviously a ploy to get you to wipe us out. We weren't threatening anyone. We just want separation. Osborn, give the order to retreat. But... Now! You'll be spared today, Karyn. The people who have chosen to follow you are still the people of Caledria. I can't turn against them, even though they may have turned against us. I don't know what to make of whatever it is you've done here, but I can't call it a rebellion. Not yet. However, if you lead these men to take arms against the Empire in the future, you won't live to tell the tale. Mark my words. You have nothing we want. There's nothing to gain by waging war against the Empire. All we're striving for is independence. Here, we have a foundation to build a free city. We won't fight unless we're threatened. You have my word. Zedric. Thank you. I believe in your cause, Karyn. Really I do. But this won't last. Not while Raphael is in power. Then you know. You know Raphael isn't fit to lead the people of Caledria. Cool. I mean, that felt like the first little, chapter 0 or whatever. This is 10 years later, but it was actually just a big tutorial mission. That was your opening tutorial. It didn't feel like a tutorial, but it was completely a tutorial thing, which was very, very well done. Good morning, Nansen. Good morning, Emperor Junin. I have my report prepared. Proceed. We've decided to cut back on iron production and relocate our miners. Without the threat of war, we can cut costs on military maintenance. This has subsequently led to lower costs in markets throughout Caledria. Great! Now, more importantly, how was your visit to Oland? Fantastic! The peace treaty has been signed. Karyn and the people of Oland seem to be in very high spirits. Might have been a typo there, I'm not sure. On spirits. You had Karyn sign a peace treaty? Why wasn't this discussed with the council? I didn't feel it was necessary. The council's input would have swayed my decision either way. Really? Or were you worried that the majority vote wouldn't be in your favor? The council's vote matters when I ask for it. Otherwise, I don't care what any of them think. My decisions are made to help keep the peace. Do you have any idea how much of a compromising position that puts us in? They've lived under the threat of us marching on their gates for a decade. That is what has kept them quiet. We can't wage war on them now. We would be breaking a peace treaty even if our actions were justified. Justified? I find it difficult to justify any act of war. Don't be so naive. What if they grow to become a legitimate threat? What if we have to terminate the threat before it's too late? You have to make decisions to keep the peace, right? If we act before Olin mobilizes their forces, we'd be breaking the peace treaty, which means we may lose the respect of the people we're trying to protect. Do you not see the flaws in your decision? Enough, Philip! Devious political strategies were Raphael's specialty, and look where that got us. He was breeding a world of chaos. You dare mention your brother's name in vain? Raphael was an abomination. He disgraced the Novar family name. I won't make the same mistake he did and let power cloud my judgment. The mindset is what nearly tore Caledria apart in the first place. Now, anything else, Nansen? No. That's about it. Thank you for your hard work and dedication. Bayard, step forward. Good morning, Emperor Junin. Good morning, Bayard. Your report? There have been several counts of burglary in the last month. Also, there are numerous reports of lost personal belongings, most likely due to pickpockets. The number of reports have been steadily increasing. Yes. The couriers have also been ambushed twice in as many months. Then something must be done immediately. What are your thoughts? Based on the rising frequency of robberies, I have to believe this is organized crime. The attacks on the couriers are particularly alarming. I believe they are hoping to ambush a gold transport. I assume you have a plan? Yes. Draw out the thieves and interrogate them. I'd like to personally see to the security of the next gold transport. I understand. I'll arrange for one to be made immediately. I'm assuming you'll need more men. Quite the opposite. I'll need the least amount possible. Having too many guards may deter an ambush. That's not what we want. I'd like to keep security to a minimum on this trip. In fact, I only need one capable warrior. The king looks to his left. Let me guess, you want me to go? Yeah, I got the hint. I was hoping you would make the offer. It's settled then. I'll send word to have a bag of gold prepared for the transport. Did you need anything else? No, that's all for now. Great! That will be all for today. Well, that was both productive and very awkward. I hate being in a room with those two. The tension is just unbearable. Yeah, I guess Philip isn't too fond of the peace treaty. Not that I'm surprised. What's that supposed to mean? It makes sense for him to be upset, doesn't it? War means more funding has to go to the army. More funding means more taxes. More taxes means less traceable gold. Which means more gold in Philip's pocket. Exactly. This game is written so well, and the font is so clear that it's actually a sight for sore eyes. I like to give people the benefit of the doubt, but I guess Philip's corrupt methods aren't a secret. Well, after all these years in service of the Empire, he doesn't really try to hide it anymore. He's not only the Count of Caledria, but he also has royal blood. He's basically untouchable. It's a scary thought. Anyway, I'll see you at the gate. The East Gate, yeah. Make your preparations and I'll meet you there. Cool. See, I knew we were going to play as Osborn. I was pretty sure from the beginning. New quest, meet with Bayard. Okay, let's look at anything that's changed. We're level 2 now. We still have Holy. No other accessories. I don't think anything's really changed. We have Double Thrust and we have Heal, which is great. Let's do a quick save. We got a lot of exposition there. Cool. Small Lifestone. Wow, I didn't even notice that was on the floor. Good eye. Yeah, they're hard to spot, but I always find random things like these when I'm out. Guess I need to look around more often. Would you like to read a tutorial on finding items? Well, we're probably going to find items by following the little flashy things. It can be very beneficial to explore the entire location, as there may be items hidden throughout. Items that can be picked up have a sparkling indicator like the one you just saw. Be careful not to miss them. Alright. Okay, so these guys have... Well, this guy has his box checked as through, which I can understand. You don't want him to try to collide into something. So that makes... I'm okay with that. This guy has got a random movement. That other guy has a pattern. I've been in the service of the Caledrian army for over 10 years now. I've never seen a community this content. Emperor Junan knows how to lead, that's for sure. Junan has done such a great job fixing Raphael's mess. It amazes me that they were brothers. They're so different from one another. So 10 years passed, and Raphael was dethroned by his brother, and his brother is more peaceful and more politically sound, I guess. I should be heading to the east gates to meet Bayard. Okay, well that would be west, east. Well, what about this way? This is probably the way we're supposed to go. Gotta do some exploring. Nothing here though. Also checking for collision stuff. Like if you can walk on top of the tree or up on a wall, I'd like to be able to find stuff like that. So far I haven't found any real bugs, just a couple of ideas about switching questions and answers. And maybe one typo, which I'm not sure was even a typo because that went by fast. What's this guy say? Hey, I'm looking for a scorpion tail, but I can't leave my things unattended. Would you mind getting one for me? Sure. Thank you so much. So how do I get one of these? I haven't seen a scorpion in ages. Trading goods is a very common practice in Caledria. People are always in possession of something that may be worth more to someone else. The most commonly traded goods are items poached from monsters. They help create most of what we use in our everyday lives. Clothing, utensils, medicine, you name it. Chances are the ingredient to make these things probably requires something poached from a monster. So ask around the city. I'm sure someone has a scorpion tail they'd be willing to trade. Good luck. This reminds me of Secret of Evermore. When you get to the second area, world, whatever, you have to go past the desert, and then there's a little area where there's a marketplace. Got a blue shard, what's that do? And in that marketplace, you basically have to interact with all the people and... Oh, that's a healing item, isn't it? Yeah. A piece of a godstone with elemental properties. So it lets us use it, but it doesn't consume it or do anything. Oh, so the small life stone restores HP, but it also brings people back to life. Okay, I like that idea. Where your items are not only restorative items, but they're also like reviving. Oops. Up. I had plans on building an inn in the outskirts of town, but I can't seem to get ahead while paying for rental cost of running this inn. I feel so trapped. Okay. Don't we all? Trade? Yeah, sure. I have a shell spike. I'll part with for a worm tooth. Okay, so all of these NPCs that are hanging around, they all, or a lot of them, you'll usually find a lot of adventure staying at the inn. If you treat the visitors well, they may have some useful information for you. A lot of them will let you trade, so you can't interact with some of them though, which I'm okay with. Not everybody's going to want to talk to you. I saw one of those thieves getting chased out of the stone shop. Looks like they all wear bandanas over their heads. They'll be hard to identify. Oh, this is Bayard. Okay. Ready to go? Not really. I just need to get a few more things. I'll be back. Right. I like how you did that cutscene, cutaway, because you're giving like a little bit more weight to that event because it's going to move you, right, to a different thing. I do want to go around, collect some shards, possibly talk to some more of the NPCs. I wonder who's leading these thieves. Whoever it is, they're a smart bunch. It amazes me that we don't have the best blacksmith working in Westwind. Apparently Philip won't put money into hiring experienced blacksmiths, so it looks like we'll have to settle for this guy. Hey there, I have a few standard weapons you might want. Have a look. Default guy. We have 20 coins. Oh, and even, okay, all weapons can have spells attached to them, which is such a cool system. Wow, I love that. Standard military issued sword, spear. You know what? The number changes are kind of hard to see because they're like blue on a blue background. I kind of feel like these numbers should be changed from, like, I don't know. I feel like this should be a different color, like a lighter color blue or a bolder or more saturated color blue, to make the numbers pop out. Because when you look at an item, what is the first thing you're going to look for? The stats, right? What is it? What do the stats do? Now this is accurate and it's perfectly fine, but just as a small suggestion, maybe make the font color on all of the stats in the shops not the similar color to the background, and it matches the theme really well, so I'd say keep it blue, but make it maybe more brighter or saturated. But it does not a big thing, doesn't really matter too much. But I'm going to pick up this spindle ring, so I don't think we're using one, and we can afford it, and it would be an upgrade, so let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, absolutely a huge upgrade, almost doubling our defense and our magic defense. So huge upgrade, definitely worth going to pick one of those up. A scorpion tail? Yes, I have one, but I'm only willing to trade it for a shell spike. Okay, so I gotta get a worm tooth, then I get to change the worm tooth to the shell spike, and the shell spike and the scorpion tail to whatever that guy at the top wanted or was gonna give me. Hi, looking for some godstones? Blaze stone, frost stone, fire cloak, ice cloak. Okay, so our cloaks are probably an accessory that reduces elemental damage. They're not cheap, but these are the things that are more interesting to me. The blaze stone and the frost stone, because these unlock spells. So I already have items I want to obtain. Wait, I have another question. If we look at those stones and we press the button, the right button, will we be able to? We are. So we press right or left, and it switches on the possessions menu scene thingy to show the spells that you can learn from it. And while you have it equipped, you get those spells. But if you take it off, you lose those spells. But if you have it equipped long enough and you build up the NP Dexus points, you can keep those spells even if you unequip the item, which is the Esper system from Final Fantasy VI, which is one of the coolest systems when it comes to like learning spells and abilities. I'm a huge fan of that. Okay, we haven't looked in these shops, I think. Or it's like a tavern. She seems pretty focused on her music. I better not disturb her. The church, Holland. I say get rid of them both. We should only be governed by one ruling power. It makes things so much simpler that way. What do you say? Nothing? Oh, you do. If my husband ever tried to sail to the Forsaken Lands, I'd kill him before he leaves. From what I've heard, several crews have tried to sail to the Forsaken Lands. Only one man found one crew ever made it back. So one thing I noticed is you can't talk to this NPC from the top. I don't know if that was intended or not, but there is like something in the way. It feels like this shouldn't be blocked off, but I see how it's because of the chair. Maybe adjust the tile set to make that top of the chair a star so that you can walk underneath it. You know what I mean? Because it kind of feels weird when you try to walk through this map, or any map with these chairs. Because this one should be blocked off, and it is. This one is passable. But on top, this needs to be changed to a star. Definitely. It also stops you from talking to this NPC. You have to go this way to talk to her. Probably this guy too, yep. You probably have to talk. He'll probably say something. Yep, right here. I always thought about selling to the Forsaken Lands, but I'm not stupid enough to do it. Too risky. You have a red shard? Would you be willing to trade it for a worm tooth? Do I have a red shard? No. Wait, what is a red? I do have a red shard. A piece of godstone with restorative properties. Oh, right. Well, it doesn't appear to do anything, except maybe it's used to be traded. So let's trade it. Trade it for a worm tooth. We got a worm tooth. Cool. Alright, what about this character? That excursion was actually a little tough. The monster gave us a hard time. Thank the heavens we made it back in one piece. Okay. So, I've made a successful trade in here and learned a little bit. What is this guy? Business is going well, but I still think it's crazy that I have to pay to stay here. Really puts a dent in my profit margins. What are you looking for? So he's a salesman. Oh, so you can buy them from him and then... Okay. Nice. Well, I'm going to save my money for now. But this guy wanted what? A scorpion tail. Okay. So somebody... We'll find the person who is trading... I see you have a worm tooth with you. Are you willing to trade for a shell spike? Yep. Seemed like a fair trade to me, thanks. So we trade that to that NPC, and then we go down here. I'm curious to what this whole thing, you know, the end result is. Like, what do we get at the end? Would you like... Oh, looks like you have a shell spike. I have a scorpion tail if you're interested. Yes. Thank you. Okay, now we take this back to the top guy here. And what do you give us? You got it. Great. Looks like you had to ask around a lot, so take these. 2 red shards, 2 blue shards, a silver shard. Wow, that's pretty generous of you. Thanks. It's no problem. That should be more than enough to create a couple of fusion stones. What's a fusion stone? Say, when's the last time you made a fusion stone? That could have been a plural. A fusion stones. You could either say, when's the last time you made fusion stones? Or, when's the last time you made a fusion stone? If you're using /I in brackets to reference the icon and the name, then just take away the A, and he'll say, when's the last time you made fusion stones? Or, if you're just referencing the name, cut off the S. Not in a few years. Come to think of it, I completely forgot about the methods to creating the stones. I'm glad you asked. Here, take these 2. Nice. What are these? They're the methods to making some basic fusion stones. You have enough shards to make some now. Why not give it a try? Sounds like a good idea. I'm sure I'll be needing more fusion stones these days. Also, there's an extra space in there before fusion stones. It's really hard to find anything that I can... any problems with this game so far, so I know I'm very, very finely nitpicking. Would you like to read a tutorial on fusion stones? Absolutely, because I have no idea. Fusion stones are created with small magical shards. Each shard is imbued with a power that reacts when fused with specific combinations of other shards. In order to fuse shards, you must first know the methods to fusing them. These will be obtained as you progress further in the game. Once you have a method, you can begin fusing shards to create some restorative items. However, different methods will call for the same shard to be used, so you must decide carefully on which shard you want to fuse. You can make fusion stones by choosing the fusion command from your main menu. Okay, so by getting those 2 recipe items, we unlocked a new thing in the menu, which could be done with Yanfly's main menu manager, if you're curious. Fuse stones. We can make a stone that restores 30 SP, or one that restores 2 MP, and the MP one costs more. But I just want to see the whole system. So we've obtained 2 of the 3 methods. Let's make them both. We have enough to make 1 of each. So boom, and boom. Cool. And save. I think we've done everything in town that we can. So let's go ahead and go straight to this guy now. Ready to go? Yes. Yeah, I have everything I need. Objective completed. Go to the eastern gate. Something. That was auto-run so fast. Good. I hope you've stocked up on some items. If not, you should at least make some fusion stones. Here, take this so you'll know how to make a small life stone. I've received word that the thieves are near the eastern woods. I imagine that they are preparing for another ambush. Got it. So what's the plan? A bag of gold? This bag of gold has the official Caledrian seal that would indicate a gold transport. That's a larger bag than what would normally be used, so we'll be an easy target. Apparently, there's a particular clearing in the eastern woods where the thieves tend to wait to make their move. And you know this exact spot? Yes. We'll have to veer off the main path to get into position, but we should be okay. Sounds good. Let's go. Bayard has joined the party. I like that victory music too. Really short, really sweet. Sounded good. We completed some quests and we also got a new quest. Let's take a look at that super quick. Quest log. Find the thieves, so we'll set it as our active quest. We just need to go to the eastern woods and draw out the thieves. Okay. Let's take a look at Bayard real quick. What does he have? He's got an iron sword. We are able to equip him. So a matter of fact, we're going to buy him a ring. Because we have enough to buy another ring. What techniques does he know? He knows Reckless Strike. Ooh, reduces defense for 3 turns. That would be a good thing to use on a harder enemy. Before we take off, let's pick up a ring. For being only 7 coins, it is a super buff. At this level anyway. Look at that. You go from 9 and 5 to 15 and 11. Huge buff. Do we have anything for accessories? No, if we had 60 or 80, I think it's 80 coins, I'd buy him, forgot what they're called, those Godstones or something that you learn spells from. Okay. Some sort of auto run. This world map looks pretty cool. Would you like to read a tutorial on the world map and party chat? Yeah, sure. You are now on the world map. As you travel to different locations, your navigator, located on the bottom right corner of your screen, will change to indicate the next available travel points. You can move to different travel points by clicking on the names of the locations on the navigator. Alternatively, you can use the direction buttons to move up, down, right, and left. Will move the player north, south, east, and west, respectively. All other mouse functions will be disabled, so use the OK button to enter a location, and use the Cancel button to open the main menu. While on the world map, the Party Chat command will be enabled in your main menu. Access to Party Chat will only be granted on the world map. Different Party Chats will become available based on who is in the party and how far along you are on your quest. Check them often, as some party members may only be with you temporarily. This means some Party Chats can be missed. Well, that means I want to check it right now. Party Chat. This is a cool system. I've never seen it before. I mean, I've seen a system like this where you talk to your party members at certain points in the game, but this particular scene with the menu, you know, I haven't seen it yet. Bayard answers Oswin's questions about the Criminal Justice Brigade. Which you could do that with Yanfly's main menu. What is it? No, not main menu. Common Events menu. Menu Common Events? Something like that plugin. So, how exactly did the Criminal Justice Brigade start? It was established about a year ago, right? We're almost 2 years in now. It started because I was sick of being at the Emperor's beck and call. Empire's beck and call. No offense. None taken. It can be annoying, to say the least. Well, your situation is a lot different than anyone else's. You're well respected. Your input is valued. And the dirty work is generally passed on to someone else before it's even mentioned to you. Well, I wouldn't say that. You put me on the spot back in Westwind. Couldn't really refuse the job. So you would consider this to be dirty work? Only because I'm working with you. Ha! Walked right into that one, didn't I? You made it too easy for me, Bayard. So you still report to Emperor Junin. How exactly is this any different than being an officer of the Empire? Because we're not technically employed by Emperor Junin. Then that makes you, what, a guild then? Right. The meetings are just a courtesy. We don't have to do them. I just feel that Emperor Junin deserves to know how crime is being stopped in Caledria. He'll also make suggestions from time to time. So you don't have to abide by military protocols when it comes to apprehensions? No. And that kind of flexibility helps us become more efficient at our jobs. Efficient, eh? In other words, you can take more drastic measures without someone looking over your shoulder. Exactly. And Emperor Junin is okay with this? Well, it was Philip that sanctioned us. Well, that explains everything. Yeah, but I'm not complaining. He makes my job easier. That was about the perfect length. Any longer, I would say, like, maybe I'll skip them. But that was like perfect length. Well done. And good banter between the two. We need to go to the Eastern Woods. This is oh my god, very Super Nintendo. Super Mario Brothers on Nintendo. That's what this system reminds me of. We need to go to the Eastern Woods. Oh wait, we could probably enter there, huh? You are about to enter an exploration alert. Would you like to read a tutorial on how to explore? Yeah, sure. Exploration alerts will appear at random while traveling the world map. When an area can be explored, the player will stop briefly and a question mark will appear above them. During this time, pressing the OK button will transfer the player to the area that can be explored. If you don't wish to explore the area, simply wait for the player to continue on to the initial destination. Exploring isn't necessary, but is a great way to find items, battle monsters, and possibly meet new characters to unlock quests. Oh, well yeah, let's do it. This feature is currently not available in the beta. No! Okay. Which is a really cool idea. But anyway, let's see if we can enter the northern split. Location? A road that connects all major regions of Caledria. It's just a stopping point. That's all it is. This, on the other hand, is probably, yes, a place we can enter. What was once a peaceful retreat has now become a home for various monsters and vagabonds. Let's check it out. This is where we're supposed to go anyway. You have entered a hostile area. Would you like to read a tutorial on hostile areas? A period after hostile area. Right there. Yes, give me the tutorial. Hostile areas are a place where you can engage in combat with enemies by coming in contact with them. There are various enemies within a hostile area, and each of them can react differently when you're in their line of sight. A comma and a lowercase a. Some enemies will chase you, some will run away, and some may not react at all. There's an extra space right here, and thanks for the Oxford comma. You can also surprise the enemy by engaging them from their sides or the rear. You won't always surprise them this way, but if you successfully surprise the enemy, your party will act first before any of the enemies can take their turn in battle. If you see an opportunity to surprise the enemy, hold the dash key while moving to sprint up to them before they can turn towards you. In hostile areas, a stamina gauge will appear when you sprint. The longer you sprint, the lower the stamina gauge will become. Sprinting can be useful, but use it carefully, as the stamina gauge will determine how much SP you have at the start of the battle. Okay, I see. So we completed an objective. And just moving. Oh, because we're auto run. Because I'm using auto run. Maybe I should not have auto... Well, maybe... See, I'm holding shift right now. Whoa. Some of the sprite work is just awesome looking. I gotta see what the battle's like. I want to attack from behind, right? So that I can get the jump on him. Let's see how strong they are. Let's do a basic attack. Our basic attack actually takes 5 SP. I just noticed that. Reckless Strike. I wonder if they'll look at us and try to come after us. Yes, they will. If you get in range in their sight, they will come after you. But they don't appear to speed up, which I like. So you want to get them looking away and then dash and attack from behind. Perfect. I'm gonna save my MP because that doesn't appear to come back. So far the battles have been very, very easy, but I'm okay with that at this point. Hopefully they become challenging later on. I wouldn't want the game to be super hard right at the beginning. It needs to be kind of easy at the beginning. Oh, I see a little secret. Oh god, but he's coming after me, huh? Oh, I think he got the jump on me. Yep, we were surprised. And I like the fact that we could start off by using our moves, because SP is restored every combat, depending on if you sprint or dash or run it to 0. Okay, I haven't seen these guys yet. I wanna... Oh, come on, come on. Oh gosh. They apparently have higher defense, armadillos. In hindsight, I should have just attacked both of them on the same one. I want to explore the location a bit, because I want to find all this stuff. I like how the stamina bar is not always visible. When it's at full and you're not using it, it goes away. Because one thing I've learned when you're designing like user interfaces and graphical user interfaces, you don't want it to be too busy. The less things that you have to show on the screen, like as a user interface, the better. So when stamina is not necessarily an important thing, you know, it's at full, you're not even sprinting, it goes away, which is exactly how I think it should work. But since there's not a lot going on, if it didn't go away, I would still be okay with that. But the fact that it goes away is a better way to go about it. Basic attack would have worked there as well. How close are we to leveling? One more fight and we level. So before we go to the next area, let's go ahead and get the jump on this guy and just get a level. Level 3. We got a lot of stat increase. We really got a huge buff right there. Big differences between the first few levels. You just leveled up. This indicates that your party members are growing stronger. Each party member has a predetermined growth pattern for their individual attributes, but you also have the ability to upgrade specific attributes with battle points. Would you like a tutorial on battle points? Sure, why not? BP is typically earned in battle as you defeat your enemies. As you accumulate enough BP, you can spend them to upgrade different attributes. This can be done through the upgrade menu, which has now been enabled in your main menu. Pay close attention to which attributes you choose to upgrade, as once those points are spent, you cannot get them back. I like the fact that you're not immediately leaving, like opening all of the, like keeping all the stuff on the menu. By default, they're all off the menu to keep it as clutterless as possible. And as you unlock things, things will start to appear as they become relevant to the game. That's how you need to do it, guys. Upgrade Osborn. Okay, well, we don't have enough BP to actually upgrade anything. But BP are basically JP. Yanfly's job point system can do that. Can we use our skills our healing skill outside of... Yeah, we can. There we go. Nice. And can we save it here? We are able to save it here. I'm alright with that. I kind of consider this like a dungeon, but it would be a pain in the ass to have to backtrack and go through if you make a mistake or something, you know. Okay, I must have missed something. Right? Aren't we supposed to draw out the thieves? I probably went the wrong direction. What about up here? Apparently they have like some sort of range or distance that they'll follow you from. Ah. Hopefully we get a boss fight pretty soon or eventually. And that the boss fight is a challenge, because this would be much harder had I not done everything in town and bought rings, so keep that in mind. It would normally be harder if you just rush through it. But I found something that could give a lot of stats early on, and I basically took advantage of that system. Cutscene. I like that tent screen fade out and everything. I like how you do the transition, the scene. Cutscenes are done really well. Everything's done really well. This is a great example of how to make an RPG. Just a good job. Alright, looks like this area is clear now. It's clear. We'll be waiting in the deeper parts of the woods. How long are we going to wait? It could be hours before we see anything. Don't worry, you won't be waiting too long. Oh, that wasn't Bayard, that was somebody else. That was a thief. Why am I not surprised? Damn. Looks like you guys are howling a fancy bag of gold. We sure are, isn't it pretty? Now, isn't the time to make wise cracks? You have one choice. Drop the gold and leave. Otherwise, we're taking it. I'm sorry, we're taking it? Egads, there's more. Now, I won't ask again. Leave the gold. Well, Osborn, what do you think? You already know what I'm thinking. Yeah, it's been a while since you've seen this kind of action, huh? Wait, did you say Osborn? I knew he looked familiar. Of all the people of Caledria, you choose to ambush a military general? Calm down, they're outnumbered. And if this is a military general, then we can probably get a decent ransom for him, too. Your pal makes a good point. Who knows, you might get lucky and beat us. Shut your mouth! Listen, we're not giving up anything. We came here looking for answers, and you came here looking for gold. This can only go one way. I'd say you're right. Take him out! Yeah! Yeah, baby. Not heal. Nope, sorry. Nope, not heal. Not heal. Double thrust. Cool. They have a lot of HP. Focus heals. I don't know what it heals. Probably SP. Charge. I'm just wondering what that does. I should have attacked. In hindsight, that was a dumb move of testing it right then and there. But now we can heal. So yeah, we'll go ahead and heal now. How strong is it? Strong enough to fully heal. Influence. Hell. Reckless Strike. Bam! We got a critical. We need to drop one of these because There's too much incoming DPS. I'm actually going to heal. Because that's sort of super vital and important. And have Bayard take out that other one. Think we'll be able to win if they don't get any mean criticals on us. So he did heart stab, and he missed, but the state still applied. Let's do a double thrust. And we missed. Influence. I don't know what that does. Is there any way to figure out? I don't know. Reckless Strike. We've got 2 states on us, both probably being debuffs. Let's go ahead and heal again. Getting that last level was super important. Because this is a hard fight. I feel like I want to attack and kill it. We'll risk it a little bit. We have items to revive too, in case it's one of them. Oh, he still survived with 1 HP. That could be bad. Now we heal. Oh no, this is Bayard. And then the thief's gonna go. Let's use an item. Let's use a heal item. I don't want him to die. He would have. Oh no. He would have lived, but that is because we got lucky with a miss there. A basic attack should dispatch him. Our negative states have worn off. Let's Reckless Strike the thief leader. Double thrust. Oh man. Okay, we're gonna get to be able to. We're gonna go next. I like the fact that in the top right we can see the turn order. That's really, really helpful in combat. So useful. Okay, he's got less HP, so we'll put it on him. Does focus? Yeah, focus will give us SP, right? Sure does. Cool. I think we got him. Get him out of here. Level 4. That was a lot of XP for that fight. We learned Rush and Air Slash. Air Slash! That reminds me of a second story. Or Star Ocean second story. What are you doing? Seeing if they have anything on them that can give me any clues. I've been trying to find their hideout for a while now. They'll regain consciousness shortly. We can ask about it then. I'd rather not wait that long. There could be more of them on the way. Was that him? Damn! Osborn, go after him! I'm on it! So do we split the party now? Goodness, somebody did a number on this guy. Those are some serious wounds. But that thief is going to get away. Do we get a moral choice now? Damn it! I just can't leave him here. Give me the moral choice. Come on. I know you want to give me the choice. His heartstone. It's reacting to something. But what? Either way, it's still synced with his energy, which means he's still living. Help! Help! I can still save him, but I have to get him to Westwind right away. No choice. You don't have the choice to chase the thief or save the guy. You only have... Oh no, that's the end! No! I don't want it to end! If you enjoyed the demo, please have feedback or would like to stay at the end. Something. That was too fast. Make that slower. Ah, man, that was it. No! I refuse. It's not over. Alright, I guess that's it. Man. What an awesome game, guys. I couldn't really find anything wrong with it besides typos, a little bit of, not even really any grammar thing. It was just a couple of typos. I mean, that's the only thing I could honestly find wrong with it. A few typos. So many unique systems. I could go on and on about what I liked about it. The sprite size, the tile set used, the zoomed in camera effect, the battle backgrounds, which were like all arena style. It was kind of cool. It reminded me of, what was it? A lot of SNES games. A lot of SNES games. The world map was unique and really cool. I liked the party banter system. The thing I liked the most was how weapons could contain spells, and as you use them, you like build up points with those spells, and then, you know, if you have them equipped, you could use those spells, but then if you level them up all the way, you could still use those spells without using that weapon or item anymore, which, you know, without having it equipped anymore. Super really cool system from Final Fantasy VI, the Esper system, which has been put into this MV engine, or MV game here. Just such a good game, man. The combat was balanced. It was easy at the beginning, as it should be, but it would be a lot harder if you didn't get those 2 rings. Also, the last fight was hard. I almost lost a couple times. If you don't pay attention, you will lose. It was really balanced. The music was good. Overall, a great project. Really, really good job, Neo. I mean, stellar game. All of this is in a 60 megabyte zip file. You know what I mean? I just can't wait to play any more of this game. Let me know any updates you make to the game. This is a game I'd buy on Steam. So if it needs a lot more content. It's nowhere near has the content it needs to be a game that would be sold. But all of the structure, all of everything is there. You know, all of the systems are in place to just stack more things on more content onto it. It's a great game. Asylum Secret of Caledria. That's my first impressions. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. I've got lots of RPG Maker MV tutorials, first impression videos. I got Game Maker Studio 2 tutorials if you're interested in that. If you have a game you'd like me to playtest and do a first impressions video on, no guarantees that will become a video, but if it does, you know, you get some feedback from a lot of people. If you want that to happen, please join the Discord server, links in the description below, and hop in there and say what's up to everybody. Send me a message, right-click my name, send me a private message with the download link to your game. Before you do that, make sure you play-tested it. I'm talking about the deployed version. Deploy it and then play-test that deployed version, because it doesn't always work the same when it's deployed as it does inside the engine playtest. So deploy it, play-test it, zip it up, upload it to like Google Drive or wherever, and then hop in the Discord, send me the download link, and then, you know, I'll put you on the list of, it might take a couple weeks or something, but it'll be made most likely if it's not just, you know, a big negative review or whatever, which I stopped posting those. But that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.